with Call of Love. Before that was Wake with It Was Beautiful, but Now It's Sour. And we also heard Red Double Lies out of Little Rock with Nails to Be Driven. That was the debut of that song. I've got the guys from Red Double Lies live here in the Edge Studios, and we were talking earlier about the fact that you guys are wannabe for Edge Fest. And we were also hitting up the fact that you guys have several shows coming up.
Got a ton of them. We've been working on stuff out of state. The main goal is like to get one a month out of state and then bring one back here locally. That way it kind of breaks up the monotony. I'm wearing out stands here. I got stuff heard.
We're in Brazil.
So we're looking now to try to get to a DFW place down there in Texas and maybe down in Louisiana a little bit. Kind of spread it out.
That would be cool.
Yeah, we're working on one in, where's it, Louisiana?
New Orleans and Shreveport. Yeah, we all kind of got separate jobs is what we do. Brandon takes care of a lot of the getting the discs made and trying to handle the business part of it. And I trust him because he's a good guy to do that. You know, I just work on doing whatever the hell I have to entertain the best I can. These guys right here, some of the greatest guys I've ever played with. We all come from different bands. Knee Deep is a band that Lefty and Larry come from. And I kind of consider us a local supergroup. I played in a band up in Fayetteville called Worst Case Scenario. Tommy's from In Ground Zero. Plow Through Eden. Brandon's from a couple of different bands.
And Brandon had a band called Kite that started out on the side project.
And then Lefty Gray done some Dead River, but it's more acoustic stuff. Soft, slow level there, and we whip it out.
You guys have been in the game for a while then.
Yeah. I've been playing shows since I was a kid.
You have a new baby.
Yes, I do. Audrey.
Pretty little thing.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I got a new one on the way.
Me too.
Well, congrats.
We're staying busy, man. Get them babies and music.
There you go.
Working in this baby.
All right, so tell me from each of your personal perspective, what musical influences have gotten you to where you are today?
St. Vitus, all the underground stuff you could think of, man. I wasn't really big on mainstream commercial stuff like that.
Yeah.
The Melvin, stuff like that, man. I just love stoner rock, you know. That's what I like. As far as playing and picking up the guitar, would be Thin Lizzy and Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Skinner, and as far as the heavy stuff goes, Crowbar's number one, Down, and
Pantera. Dimebag, who's my biggest influence. Let me pick it up. But growing up as a kid with my crazy parents, you know, you're doing the barbecue thing and they're out there listening to their Scares and their Molly Hatchet. You know, just raised up with AC/DC and stuff. So that kind of influenced you. And then when you get with a group of guys like we got here, it's like we can get into a room and just whoop it out.
nothing but magic.
Yeah, there's feelings in the air.
Black magic.
So I couldn't ask to be with a better group of guys to play with.
Now, my influences come from everything as old as Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix. I mean, I like it all. I like Atreyu, Bullet for My Valentine, Sepultura. I can swing anyway. It's as long as it's metal rock and it's good stuff. I don't care if it's commercial. I don't care if it's underground, progressive, whatever. I like it all.
Can't forget about Metallica.
Metallica's my favorite band. I come out of the womb jamming Metallica.
Heard it in the walls. Like
I mean, like Playable Society, all the way.
Once you start writing, you just get that influence from everything you've heard through your whole life, I think. Nowadays, trying to come up with original stuff, man, like everything's been done so many times.
You got to reinvent yourself. You got to do something that's against the grain, something completely different, something the fans are going to want to hear, and they're going to want to say, what in the hell is that? And, you know, that's what we're coming through with. We've got inspiration and influences from every which way but loose, and that's what we do, and that's what we perform, and that's what we play.
I'd like to give one out to Darren Dave, No Press. He does a lot of our promo pictures. Any local bands that's out there that needs good photo work done, he is the man. He really helps a lot of the local scene.
Wolfman Studios.
Wolfman Studios made our CD. Got a badass studio, one of the best that I've been in. We got D-Lo Hughes working the way for us.
Doing all the work for us.
I'd like to thank every last one of you guys that threw out them votes and stayed with us out them 2 weeks.
Put Stuttgart on the map.
Yeah,
It's a little town, ain't much come from it, but I'm going to tell you what, the people that were dedicated on voting for us, I mean, we would not be in the top 5 without them. I want to shout out to Stuttgart, DeWitt, Clarendon, Humphrey, any of those little towns in between. I've got mad respect for every one of them because we wouldn't be here. Like I said, I say it again, we would not be here without them.
I'd like to shout out all my boys at Guitar Center, my beautiful woman and my kids at home, and Mr. D-Lo for sticking with us, putting up with us.
I'm going to throw in a shout to my wife, Julianne, and my 4 kids.
Yeah, we got to left at the bar. I love you, Diane. Thank you. Staying there watching the kids for me.
I want to shout out to my wife, Monica, and my daughter, Haley. Tell tell them I love them. Thank you for letting me jam my music. Shout out to Firestone Complete Auto Care. Love you guys. Thank you for letting me come off the job, come up here and do this thing.
Absolutely.
Anybody that helps us get there, we forget somebody, anybody that's had a part of getting us where we're at. We're doing this project here for going on a year now. We've come a long ways.
If we were to start throwing out names, we'd be here for 4 hours, so we're not even going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. But
CT from Wake. Love it, brother.
Well, I want to thank you for taking the time coming in the Edge Studios tonight.
Do it again sometime.
Yes.
There you go.
Acoustics.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, let's keep the Arkansas Edge going. Here is another debut from Red Devil Eyes. Here's From What It's Worth.
She said from what it's worth. She said from what it's worth. I caught that when we were in the studio. Can't break away from the games you play. Cut me open, see, there's no blood to be. Cars and gravy. Emo shit. Born to balls and rays, hail from fires and flames. Let me open sea, there's no blood to bleed, scars and graves. My favorite part. Hell yeah! 2012. Not quite the end of the world yet.
Reconstructing the damage made through years of your deceit.
I found some cranberries, dude. I love it.